Welcome to the podcast that passes poor performance on pop culture. I'm one of your hosts, Darren Duncan, alongside with my best friend, Audie Marsh. We're just a couple of cool cats casually causing some chaos with conversation. We're here to entertain you, not hurt your feelings, so don't blame us. Surprise! It's Sunday evening and we're live.
Yeah, we usually do these Friday, but since I just finished 2022's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I have yet to tell Darren what I think of the movie. I just finished it, so I was sitting there texting him. I was like, I just finished Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I was like, let's go do a podcast.
Like right now. Like, all right, fuck it.
You were like, right now? I was like, right now. I was like, all right, let's go.
You know what's kind of lame about like all the horror movies is the fact that they keep calling them Texas Chainsaw Massacre or they keep calling them Scream. Like, whatever happened to calling it part 7, 8, 9, 10? Like Halloween did that. They call it part 6, with the little subtitle. Like, but now they call it Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then in parentheses, the fans want to be like 2022. It's like, just call it something. There's like how many fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacres?
There's a lot. It's like
they call it the same title is what I mean. Like they'll do like The Beginning or 3D or, something.
Right.
But I think now it's the same goddamn name.
Well, I think they do it for the whole suspense of it. Like, oh, it's another Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. They do it to sell it.
I get it, but like even Final Destination, they're like Final Destination Part 4, Part 5, but then they start doing The Final Destination or Saw Final Chapter. There's Friday the 13th has 11 goddamn movies, and eventually they're like New Blood, Jason Lives. They have subtitles.
It's because it's mainstream horror. It's when I mean mainstream, it's one of those Jasons. It's one of those Friday the 13th. It's one of those, it's one of the what do we call it? The Mount Rushmore of horror. You got Jason and Leatherface and Scream. So it's one of those. It's.
And I don't want anybody here that's watching this to think that me and Audie are like these fucking aficionados or experts on horror. We're just two jerk-offs with opinions. That's all. And I know nobody gives a fuck what we think. And I don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks. Like, even Siskel and Ebert, I don't give a fuck what they think either. You know what I mean? Like, what is a critic? At the end of the day, a critic is just an asshole with an opinion who gets paid for their job, who probably failed at what they tried to pursue as a career. So we're just two dudes hanging out, two buddies that are just going to talk about a movie, and that's simply it. Take that with a grain of salt.
So before we get into this, did you ever watch Leatherface, the 2017?
I didn't finish it, man. I tried watching it like back when I was a matey pirate, like when I was a dickhead, like streaming stuff off Fire Sticks, and I realized that that's a dickhead thing to do, and I hate when people do that. But at one point in my life, like when that movie came out, that's what I did, and I didn't finish it, and I should have. I totally should have at least tried to finish it.
So I'm gonna blow your mind right now.
Okay.
I like that movie.
Okay. That came out, 2017, I think?
Yeah. 2017. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Good, huh? You liked it?
It took a different approach, I liked it because of the characters. They went about it differently. I don't know. Like Leatherface, they went totally opposite of what the first one was. How, Leatherface was made out to be some mentally handicapped type person. The family, Sawyer family was all jacked up, and he was like the Tiny of the
Firefly family from House of a Thousand.
Yeah, he was the Tiny. The big brute guy that didn't say anything and would just kill people.
The muscle of the Massacre Mafia, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So that's I don't know. I liked Leatherface. The one that really the one that really stuck out the most that I don't understand what they were thinking was the Next Generation. with Matthew McConaughey. I don't
Renee
know.
Zellweger, they both like try to deny that movie ever even happened. And it's like, you were in that movie. Like, why do you try to deny it? Like, it's there, dude.
Yeah,
It's like
I
trying to deny a pimple. Like, I don't have a pimple. Quit looking at it. Stop looking at my pimple. It's like, dude, you were in that movie.
So Ryan's joining us. I was wondering because I see all these comments, but like it's not coming up as Ryan.
Yeah, if you want us to see your name, you have to give StreamYard your permission. It doesn't cost anything. You don't have to put in the
Yeah,
email address or any of that stuff. Just
yeah,
all you got to do is simply click the link and then give permission.
yeah.
It's just so we don't get sued. That's all.
That's weird.
It is weird, but what's more weird is two guys in their late 30s going live on the internet on a Sunday to talk about a horror movie. I loved it. I thought it was fucking amazing, but I don't know. What do I know? Fuck me. I think
So
it was better than the Halloween Kills. It's hard to compare it because it followed the same formula as 2018's Halloween. You bring back the final girl, you fucking forget the whole rest of the franchise, right? You take the original, scratch everything from 2 and after, and then you bring back the final girl. They played the same fucking formula that Halloween did, but they did the final girl dirty. Like, how dare you bring back Sally Hardesty and kill her off? That's disrespectful, in my opinion, to the franchise or
I think it was
fanboys.
great. I'm glad. I'm glad they killed her off.
It's
I I
fine, but the
I don't
way
think they
they
should even
did
have brought
it,
her back.
how much that they should have just left her ass out. I think they should have
Yeah.
did a nod, like, "Oh, Sally Hardesty was this woman back in the day. She survived Leatherface," and left it at that. Showed some fucking newspaper clippings or something, but for her to show up as the sheriff, I thought that was kind of fucking stupid. And the way
Oh, I
they
agree.
killed her, it's like, all right, fine. If you're gonna kill her, fucking kill her. He impaled her with a chainsaw, picked her up, threw her in a heap of garbage. Fine, Sally's dead. But for her to come back 3, 4, 5 times at the end, like they just kept doing twist after twist, like, oh, they're almost dead. They're gonna die. Oh, they got saved by a
Yeah.
random gunshot. Oh, they're gonna die. Now they got saved by a random gunshot. They treated this like The Walking Dead, to where like every season they're like, oh, they're safe. Now the zombies come. Oh, they're safe again. Now the zombies come. And it's just
Yes.
like, if you're gonna kill her, fucking kill her.
So here's my opinion on the movie.
Yeah.
As far as uh, taking out all the ones happened and it follows up on the 74, the first one, that was fucking stupid. I
What,
think,
like erasing the whole
yeah,
franchise?
they shouldn't even erase the whole franchise. Uh, I went into this movie watching it with an open mind because just, and I avoided all chatter and everything on all the social medias, and every one of horror YouTubers had to do a Texas Chainsaw Massacre review like the minute it was done. And that's not a backhanded comment towards you because you did it, but I'm saying the it was like I gotta get it out, and then I avoided everything, like anything that came. I was like, because I'm gonna go into this movie because I'm a big Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan. I've that's honestly that was a lot of my collection coming into horror. Like that was my shit. Like yours was what? Blair Witch? Not even Scream. Yours was Blair Witch, right?
And Scream, like, kinda
Well,
simultaneously. They kinda
okay, so you both
but
so mine was the TCM. A lot of people's are Jason's, but that was my mainstream. So I went into it just like I went into the 2017 Leatherface movie, which I actually enjoyed. Uh by halfway through the movie, it didn't even feel like they were going off the first one. I honestly felt like it was a movie of its own, and I think that's why I liked it. But storyline wise, and Sally and these kids buying a town, it just it didn't. it didn't capture me. That part of the plot didn't capture me. It was more or less the uh it being a Leatherface film. Like, that's what I liked about it. Like, they brought back Leatherface. Like, any movie that brings back Leatherface, I'm gonna fucking watch, and I'm probably gonna enjoy it other than Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. I still can't wrap my head around that one.
I,
But
that one's
th
worth watching. I think it's kind
oh,
of
yeah, it's fun. That's a fun one, and
yeah. That's the point of watching horror movies is to have fun
yeah,
with it.
and I did on this one. This one, I'm not saying it was the worst. Uh I enjoyed it. I think they could have done a little bit better on the storyline, but at the end of the day, it's Leatherface and they made a return. You know what I mean? Like they they
That's
made
the only way
another
I try to
Leatherface
look at
movie.
it. I always say just sit down for 90 minutes and just fucking enjoy it. You don't nothing has to be canon. And like final girls don't always have to survive. Just kill people. Just entertain me for 90 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
And I think that movie did that. I liked it a lot. I love the whole a lot of people are shitting on this movie and they're saying that oh there was zero character development. I disagree. I think there was a lot of character development. Clearly, the characters were assholes, and you couldn't wait to see them get picked off one by one
Yeah.
because we didn't like them. They were all
Right.
kind of pieces of shit. And the one blonde girl who got killed, I'm like, don't kill her. She fucking died first. I'm like, God damn it. And like the one
Yeah.
girl, the last girl that got her fucking head sawed off,
Oh, that was amazing. That was like the
dude, it
best
was a
part of the
great.
movie.
It was really good.
Ugh.
It was way up there,
I'm
and
weird like that. Anytime main characters are like you think it's gonna be a happy ending and it turns shitty, that's a
yeah.
horror movie.
And she was the
Horror
softie.
movies shouldn't have fucking happy endings, period. They really
No, or
shouldn't.
comic relief. I'm sick of the
Yeah,
comic
exactly.
relief.
I agree.
Don't
I
do
agree.
that. The little black kid in Halloween in 2018, the oh shit, like that's like don't
Yeah.
do that. We're not
Well,
here for a comedy movie.
same
We want
thing
to see
with
these people get killed.
what was it? The Predators?
The Predator, yeah, the
The Predator?
2018 Predator.
They put the little comic stuff in there, you know,
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
it's
like
just
that part.
no, get rid of that shit.
The kid that could hack and get all no, man.
Well, I
You
get that because he had autism and he was super fucking smart.
no, I
I
think they
get
shouldn't have
that.
had that. Mm-mm.
I thought
That's
it
like some
was
Stranger Things shit.
I thought it was no, he had autism. He was just really smart with computers.
Oh, no, no, no.
He didn't have telekinesis or nothing. He
No,
was just
I'm
really smart.
saying I just think they could have left that out. That and the dog predator, stupid.
They're fucking aliens. How many aliens do you think are in the galaxy? There's got to be like, okay, we're Homo sapiens. We have dogs. Why can't a predator have a dog on their
No, I'm not
planet?
saying that. It was just the scenes in the movie, the way they used that dog. Oh, come here. Oh, like,
I
come on,
guess.
dude.
I guess.
You know what I
All
mean?
right, fine,
That's what
whatever.
I'm saying. Anyway,
I'll
back
leave it
on.
at that for the sake that we're live, and I'm not gonna fucking yell at you in front of all of my friends on the internet. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have any friends. You're my only
How
friend,
dare you?
right?
But back on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Yeah,
one of the best scenes, other than one of the main characters getting her head cut off, was the bus scene. Like
dude, a
that
lot
was
of people shit
horror.
on that.
Oh, dude, when he stepped on that bus, I started smiling. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna
It's
be
going
great."
down. See,
Yeah,
a lot of people were shitting on that right off the bat, and right at the beginning, I didn't get it at first because I'm like, why are there two people panicking at the front of the bus and then everyone else is partying? I didn't realize, like, oh
yeah, I
shit,
didn't
there's
get
the
that
whole
either.
top layer.
Yeah,
There's now you know what I'm saying, right? There's a whole
yeah,
top layer. And that's why they were partying. And the whole phone thing was kind of irritating because I feel like they can't make a horror movie that day without doing the phone thing. Like I saw Rob Zombie like a year ago, and even he was like, all right, get your phones out, get it out of your fucking system. And it's like, can we just like pretend that that's not a thing of easily erased once he started killing? It's like, all right, fine, cool. Those dumbasses are dying. And like it was kind of like a shit to the liberals, I think. Like it
well,
was
that
kind of
was
like this millennial liberal thing, like because so many movies try to be woke these days, and I think they
Mhm.
were trying to shit on that a little bit. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I agree. I think the point behind that was society today.
Yeah,
Society today. That was their little modern shit. Like
yeah.
that's
Not
what
even
people
liberals,
do.
or it's only mostly millennials, I guess, like
Right.
kids
Well,
with
that
their
was
phones.
I don't maybe not millennials. Maybe it's the gen something. I don't know. But like yeah, that was their stab at and it was a bunch of I guess somewhat kids. They're assholes. You know, the whole guy that was checking his Instagram. Oh, look, we're going viral. I mean, like he checked that. Like, who cares?
Right,
But again, that was painting the picture on probably how ignorant these kids were, and
right.
the whole buying the town thing and all this auction shit. That was fucking stupid. I'm gonna get down to it. I think just the killing and seeing Leatherface back was enough for me to like it. You
Okay.
know, the story sucked. The
You
kills were
realize he's
amazing.
75 years old, though, right?
And that's another thing. That dude ran faster than me. So
Right.
I started
At
thinking, I was like,
75. He was
yeah,
born
so
in 1947, if you follow the lore.
right. So are we saying like
He's 75 fucking years old, flat out. If you're a Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan and you want to follow the lore, I'm not bitching at you, I'm yelling
no
at the
no no no.
audience. He's 70 fucking 5. And Sally Hardesty is 67. She was because
She looked older than him.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out in 1974. It takes
Yes.
place in 1973. Bubba, Tom, Leatherface, whatever you want to call him, was 26 years old at the time. Sally Hardesty was 17 years old at the time. That was 50 something fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Leatherface was born in 1947. He's 75 goddamn years old. So, like, everybody needs to know that, like, I'm just fucking throwing it out there
No no no.
for
I
the fucking people that are like, oh, fucking, I know so much about horror movies.
I think it was that part of the story. Maybe he was that much of a beast.
Right, he's
That's
like a mongoloid,
like
and
he's a
I hope I don't
monster.
get in trouble for this, but, like, that whole sex nuts and retard strong, that's a real thing. When you have mental retardation, you don't
Yeah.
realize your own strength, and you
Yeah.
have, like, a strength about you
Right.
that people just
You
don't
do.
understand,
You do.
and
It's
he's a kind of a mongoloid, an inbred, whatever, and I thought it was cool that he was in an orphanage for so long because it gave like, where was he? Where's he been? Like, if part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, fucking whatever doesn't exist, where has he been? He's been in an orphanage getting raised by this lady. And I thought that was cool. So he's been laying back in the cut, not fucking killing. But when the woman that's been raising him as her own dies, he fucking snaps. And that's why he
right.
starts killing again.
No. I some of the plot shift story, I get it. They had to come from somewhere. They, they
Right.
I think maybe they could have just straight up left off from the first one. I mean, obviously everybody was dead. Maybe him just chilling in the house and the kids come across it, you know,
What kids? You'd have to
maybe
write new
well,
kids and.
no, I'm saying like maybe they buy the land that fucking house was on and
Well,
they
they
go
did that in
clearing it.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D,
Well,
remember
yeah,
that?
I know, but I'm
And I
saying
like
like
that one, by the way,
I
all
didn't
you little
mind that one.
bastards. I like that one.
I really like all of them, other than the fucking Next Generation one. I still can't wrap my head
I
around.
like the Next Generation one with Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey. Dude, I love that one.
Dude.
I think it's fucking awesome. The one I don't like is the remake with, like, Jessica Biel. Like, I watched it yesterday, and I was like when it first came out and I rented it, I was like, "Oh, this is cool because I'm gonna try to impress my fucking girlfriend at the time, and we were, like, 18. Like, let's rent a scary movie," and then I liked it, but I watched it yesterday, and I'm like, "This is kinda whack."
This is
I didn't
stupid.
I didn't I didn't like it one bit, but the
I liked
3D
it.
one
I
3D
liked
one's cool.
I liked it.
I
I
love that
just
Arlie Ermey's in it because he's a fucking badass veteran Marine, and, I love like, Arlie Ermey can do no wrong, let's
yeah,
just fucking
the
go out
dude
there and
yeah.
say that.
He played the sheriff like no other.
Yeah. And the scene with when the girl killed herself, it was strange and kind of obnoxious, but when the camera went through her fucking gunshot wound and out the back window, that was cool.
Mhm.
And then when they redid the whole scene of Jessica Biel's butt, like walking up onto the property, like that was a total homage,
Yeah.
widescreen shot before The Shining, before Kubrick did it, widescreen shot, and it was fucking beautiful. It was great.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked all of them, but the 1995's, uh,
F
Next Generation.
Phil here, how do you bring up the comments? I don't know how. You gotta be the man for that. Phil here, you know Phil, the YouTuber.
Yeah.
He says, "Can we?" I agree with you. He says, "Can we talk about how he gets the chainsaw running in a couple of minutes? That's been in the wall for the least 50 years." I thought that because he fucking snaps and he takes his sledgehammer and he's breaking down the wall. That was the first thing that went in my mind. I'm like, first of all, that chainsaw fucking blade is not that long. He used to have like a still that was like a fucking 24-inch blade, and now he's got like this fucking
Yeah, it
12-inch
was a
blade.
shorty.
Yeah,
Crazy Clown said it
and
was
it
a
just started
Craftsman.
right away. A Craftsman. Yeah, it was like you could buy
Craftsman.
this one at Walmart. This wasn't no still fucking
It wasn't
two-footer,
no
man.
Poland shit.
Vin, vin, vin. Yeah, it was like, what the
I
fuck is
do how
going
I
on?
like how they brought back the green looking, you know, it kind of like looked like the original sort of, and it's like this little ass short like fucking, and it's getting
What?
like tossed around and thrown and shit, and then it's like,
Yeah.
I was like, damn, what kind of brand is this? I need to go buy me one of these fucking things
Yeah,
because
fuck, Craftsmans are guaranteed for life, so maybe it was a Craftsman. That's a great fucking point, Daddy-O.
fucking, I bet you he never fucking put gas in it at all
No, never
since
once. No
'74.
2-cycle, none of
Yeah,
that
no.
shit. We don't clean chains around here. Come on, man. Not in good old goddamn Texas.
Texas.
So what'd you
I
think
didn't
of the
even.
fucking mask, dude? Like
I
when
liked
I
it.
when I first saw it in the previews, I'm like, "Oh, what a shit mask. It's all crooked and cockeyed and stupid." But then after seeing who it came from and why he wore it and he just slapped it on so half-heartedly and it hung, I
Yeah.
loved it. And
You
just
like Did you like
he
when
this
she
is the
said,
most brutal Leatherface that I can think of kind of, and you could shit on me for saying that, but I think he was brutal.
no,
He was a
he
brutal
was.
motherfucker, man.
Branowski did some fucking brutal shit too when he played it. He was a
That
big
guy's a dick.
motherfucker.
Yeah, he
Huh?
was a big guy. Andrew
Uh,
Bryanarski, yeah.
yeah. Uh, did you like the little I didn't even have time to put my face on. Did you remember when she said that shit? I was like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
mm,
Wait, like, I knew where that was
yeah.
coming from.
Yeah, that's
Now you
coming.
know
Don't
what house
worry.
now you know what house you're in. When she's like, I'd have put my face on." Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it.
Oh
And then
yeah.
when you see the big silhouette at the top of the stairs, you're like, "Oh, I wonder who that is." That's
Yeah.
obviously Leatherballs, and it was awesome. I
Like
loved
I
it.
said, I just think just seeing another Leatherface movie was enough to excite me. Even in the 11th
Yeah.
the 2017 Leatherface, you didn't get this Leatherface in
Well,
it,
he was a child, right?
you know?
It was like an
Um,
origin story, right?
right. But maybe that's why I liked it. Maybe because it went a different route with everything, you know? It wasn't here's a house, uh, here's here's a kid with a chainsaw, it actually gave somewhat of a storyline. That's why I liked it. I don't know. It
Yeah.
went off the beaten path. This one I saw somewhere it said the Netflix Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, yeah, and, like, for whatever reason, it came on Netflix, but fucking thank God for them, like, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have seen this. I'm okay
So
with that. I don't give a fuck. Put it in
yeah,
theaters either way, I would've went and saw it.
yeah. He
And
says,
yeah,
thought it was a little political and anti-gun. Yeah, absolutely. I did too. That goes back to what Darren said earlier.
explain the anti-gun thing a little bit, though, because 'cause I'm a little unfamiliar with that.
Not so much that because they did well. Maybe
Well, there was a school shooting they're
yeah. That's what
referencing,
I was
right?
thinking. Maybe
The
maybe
little
that was
sister survived the school shooting, which is
yeah
fucking crazy. Let's not get into those. That's a whole nother episode. But yeah, so the little sister survived a gun shooting, school shooting. She picked up the fucking gun and kind of had PTSD from it, and she didn't know how to use it, didn't want to use it. but then at the end she used it to save the day. Is that correct? Is that what happened, right? Or no?
With her, you talking about within the school shooting?
No, the little at the end of the
Oh,
movie, like
yeah. Well, yeah, when
the little
she
sister survived a school shooting, so she
right.
was traumatized by guns.
Yeah, she had a
So
moment when she was
right,
laying there fixing to get her shit split, but then
yeah,
she hears her sister yelling, and she comes back to.
right. But I'm pretty sure there was a part in the movie when like the redneck guy, the blonde guy, the cute guy, whatever, in the auto body shop had a gun and she like didn't want to touch it or something because she like had this PTSD moment
Yeah.
of
Yeah, I remember that part. I don't know.
I,
Maybe that was just her fucking she had a,
I don't think it was like
Sigourney Weaver
anti-gun. Yeah, yeah, right,
she had a
exactly.
Sigourney Weaver moment. That's why Alien
Right.
3 sucked.
Fuck you, haven't watched it yet. So, Facebook user here says the hammer throws
Alright, hang on.
the hammer. I want to catch up real quick. The hammer throw to knock that chick down the stairs was Thor like. I thought it was pretty fucking gnarly to be quite honest. And I also love when the girl was running away and the chainsaw wasn't even running. He just kind of swooped it
Slid it,
and it
yeah.
spun and he fucking tripped her. I thought it was great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when he fucking tosses the hammer,
Yeah.
plows her right through it, because he's just a brute monster, like,
Yeah, absolutely. And
they
like we don't know.
definitely showed his strength in this movie, how he breaks the fucking wrist and stabs the fucking person with its
Yeah, and who
all the
knows? Maybe
bones
they'll
and
make
shit.
another Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 5 years and gives us the curse of Leatherface like they did with Michael Myers. Like every for the whole fucking Halloween series, nobody knew why Michael Myers killed and why he was indestructible until part 6. They did the Curse of Thorn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, maybe he's just a fucking inbred hillbilly. Who fucking cares? Let them be strong. Let them be indestructible. Fuck off. It's a
Yeah.
horror movie. We don't need logic.
I think what the hell is this?
Give me a second.
On
Hold
online
on.
trips without
Get
clothing?
another beer. You want one? Yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
What comments are these? Love face XYZ online strips without clothing. Oh, that's cool. Quit your shit. You're flooding me. I can't see the comments. I'm about to block this fucking person.
All right, what's up?
Hang on, dude. I'm trying to get rid of this person. He's fucking spamming us.
Why do we have another asshole?
Yeah, like all these. Love face XYZ online strips without clothing. Like
Whoever
1,
you
2,
are,
3.
knock it off.
I
There is somebody, so clearly
blocked
it's
them.
not the Matt Santoro episode. Somebody is trolling us, and they
So
think they're
this
fucking cool, and it's not cool, and it's not funny. And if you live by me, just tell me who you are so we can meet up and I can beat you up. Knock it off. Quit being a little cunt on my fucking podcast that I'm trying to do with my friend. You jerk
also
off.
I felt there was a Sarah Connor versus T1000 moment when she came out with a gun and locked up. It was waiting for the no finger from Leatherface. Yeah, it did kind of have its few like kind of cringy shit moments. Like the whole Sally thing, they could have left that out. She tosses the keys, get the fuck out of here. It's like,
Yeah,
calm the fuck
it
down.
was pretty disrespectful to the character, I think. They should have
Yeah,
just left
they
her.
yeah.
I think they were just trying to follow the Halloween formula is all.
They could have kept her out. I don't think they should have. As far as like I said, plot, storyline sucked, but the movie itself,
I like the
Leatherface
storyline. I thought it was cool.
just coming through, murdering, kills one of the main characters at the end. Oh man, that was great. I was not expecting that. That was
What'd you think of
wonderful.
the shit pipe scene when
Oh,
she's
that was
crawling
great
on?
too.
Just gross.
But
Super duper
like
gross.
this is painting the picture on how strong this fucker was. It was like a beam, like a big ass support beam in the
Yeah.
house.
And
And
for
I'm
him to
like, and
saw
you
through it
see
that
the
fast.
saw coming through, and you're like, oh yeah, well, this is gonna buy her a little time, you know?
It has
Fuck
little
no.
12-inch saw. Like
Yeah, it was like
yep,
went
yeah.
right through it. I was like, oh
Which
shit.
in real life, that saw could have not cut through that fast. That would have
No.
stopped. But
Oh,
there's no
absolutely.
logic. There's no logic in
But
horror films.
it's a movie, so come on,
Right.
you know.
You know what I
To
think
me,
was
they
cool?
ripped Halloween 2018.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think
yeah,
that's going to be the new formula now, unfortunately, because Halloween 2018 was so fucking successful. I think this is the new formula now, and I think it's just like when Scream, as much as you guys hate it, when Scream came out in '96, it rejuvenated the fucking horror genre. It gave birth to it again. It resuscitated it, and there was a lot of shitty knockoffs. Your Urban Legends, your Valentine, your fucking I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I think now that with Halloween 2018 coming out with this new formula, this might be the new formula. And I don't know. We'll see how long it lasts. It might just be a cliche that comes in and out. Hopefully, like the way auto tune ruined the hip hop industry. We'll see.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I don't know. Corey says this is what Corey said. You know what, Corey? No, that's not Corey. Hang on. I thought the same thing too. Like, if this person just got plastered with shit, runs up on a bus of everybody partying, like no one batted a fucking eye at all. They were like, just casually kept drinking. Like, come
Well,
on
you
the
got to
bus smelling
understand,
like
they were on
shit.
top. It was a 2-story bus. It was a party bus.
Yeah, she
That
came
whole
up.
top layer
She went up there
covered in
shit.
doo doo.
Yeah, I was like, I would have been like, bitch.
Who the fuck is this love face piece of shit? Strips without clothing. Love face XYZ unleashed. Is this a bot, Audie? Or do we
Yeah.
have bots? Do you think
Yeah.
it's a bot or is it a troll?
I think it is. I think it's a bot.
We can have bots?
Yeah, dude.
I guess we made it. I guess you never know you made it till you had bots on your fucking podcast. I swear to God, if it's somebody local in my scene, I'm gonna beat their ass.
Let's see. Phil says, "Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the post credit scene. Now check this out. In my fucking total music guy opinion, the movie was over, and I'm like, oh my God, that was amazing. And I just started chilling, eating Cheetos or whatever fat guys do when they watch horror movies. And when the credits were rolling, the music, I just genuinely enjoyed the song playing. And when that song was done, the next one that came on, I loved it. And I was just listening to the fucking music. And then bam, all of a sudden there was a fucking post credit scene.
yeah."
It was like 4 seconds. It was him walking. Did you
that's-
see it, Audie?
No, yeah, that's what you got to do nowadays. You do it on every movie. Like people who walk out of theaters and shit.
I only
nah,
do it to, like Marvel movies.
Nah, you gotta
Marvel.
sit your ass. Every movie I watch in the theater, and even now, I sit down after the credits. You know how many times I've missed shit? I've almost missed the Ghostbusters, the new one, because of it. I was like, I got up, I was like, wait. And then it showed Sigourney Weaver, Bill Murray doing the card thing, and then even more, it showed Winston fucking going back to the station. I guess he bought it. Remember, I think he mentioned something about it. Took the Ecto 1 back and shit. So
yeah,
man, you got to stay, man. Like him walking back, and I'm probably gonna spoil that because I see that he said there was an actual scene.
no, yeah, at the end
It was an end credit scene. Yeah, he's walking back to the farmhouse.
Yeah, and like, was that the original house from the first
It looked
one?
like it.
It looked like it to me. It looked like he was walking back to his old house.
So,
no, HF Slasher 1212. It was not Tyler Main. I looked it up for you, by the way. It's Mark Burnham.
Mark Burnham. Yeah, I got it pulled up right here. Yeah.
So looks like Zobi needs to get on their asses and do a signing with that fucking guy. I bet that'll happen. I guarantee that'll fucking happen.
It probably will.
It probably fucking will.
It probably will. Let's see. So the director was David Blue Garcia. Let's see what all this guy's done. I've never heard of this guy. Let's see. What else have you done?
So people were comparing it to like saying it was better than Scream 5. And like, as I stated earlier, when we first went live, I was like, why do they call it Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Why don't they just call it part whatever? Or at least in parentheses, say the remake or something, do something. But like now, Scream 5 is like just called Scream. Dude,
They should have
Loveface
called
is
it.
back. I thought you blocked this person.
Fuck, I did.
Loveface XYZ online strips without closing. That's
Yeah,
totally a bot.
it's got multiple accounts because I go and it says block, block, block. If I've already blocked someone, it'll tell me I've blocked.
Who knows?
We've made it. We made
We
it, bro.
fucking made it, bro. No, seriously, like I don't understand. They just like, are there bots that go live on these things? Like,
Yeah.
because if it was one of my friends, I would think they'd be much more clever and they would just be like, I squeeze dicks 247.com or something. So Corey Kaufman, he says he really enjoyed Dante getting his ass handed to him.
When it went in there, like he owned the place and started the whole clusterfuck. Really enjoyed his due. That character just seemed pompous. He got triggered about everything. This is the best to the. That was the best to leave shit alone type moment. Yeah.
Dante, who was Dante? I don't remember who Dante was.
Hang on, let me get out of
I've
this
only
screen.
I've only seen the I've only seen this once, mind you. Oh yeah, the black guy that got fucking damn near sawed in half. He got the fucking he got chopped right the fuck up. So all right, that comment makes a lot more sense now.
Okay, so this back to the director. I don't know none of these movies. He's got like three other movies. Bloodfest. Well, he was a cinematographer in that movie. So this guy's, from what it looks like, is fairly new to the game.
Yeah, and we'll see what he does. I'm looking forward to it because he was
Yeah.
a great Leatherface, I think.
No. I'm talking about the director.
Oh, the director. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
To answer Corey's
Writers.
Kaufman, though, go ahead, man.
No, I was just looking up because I have yet to look up who's all involved in this movie.
No, I haven't either. I just watched
I
it.
don't know.
All I
I
did
just
was watch
watched
it. That's it.
Yeah. I didn't give anything into it. I avoided everybody's fucking rants.
Right. And doesn't it happen to be so much more enjoyable when you fucking do
Oh,
that?
absolutely. I love it when people shit on movies I haven't seen yet, and then I go watch them. I was like, yeah, that's not a
Right.
bad fucking movie.
I totally get it though what Corey's saying, but like I kind of disagree, man. Like Dante was really cool the whole time until I don't know, he felt triggered, he felt offended by were they even racial slurs that she was saying? That wasn't really that she said the word Negro and which is like not okay. But that's fucking how they talked back then, and she thought it was appropriate. So when she said it,
Yeah.
that really pissed him off, because you don't
Well,
say that word anymore. You don't say
right.
that word anymore. You say African American or something, but
The whole Confederate flag thing where he's trying to take it down. It's like you gotta realize, dude, you're in fucking Texas, bro.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like
I
people,
get it.
not so much the racist part of what the flag stands for, but people genuine, that's heritage. Like that's like, hey, my great uncle fucking fought in this. At the time he fought, he thought he was right.
Right, but they lost the war, Audie. So like
No,
we don't hang.
absolutely. No, but people are prideful.
I
I
understand
don't
that,
know.
but it's
It's a
not okay
heritage
for
thing.
like if a German dude moved into your town and moved next door to you and had a swastika flag hanging up, how would that make you feel? You'd be like, "Motherfucker, you lost the war. Take your
Well,
fucking flag down."
that's two different monsters, dude. Jews and the Civil War, two different monsters. You can't even compare those two, dude.
No? Okay.
Fuck
I
no.
don't know.
No, I'm just saying, like, yeah, no.
I don't know.
know,
What's the
but
difference between I know this whole fucking thing is on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but let me ask you a question.
okay.
What's the difference between a Revolutionary War and a Civil War?
Oh God.
I'll tell you the answer, but let's see if you know what it is.
I'd say the two differences are
No, there's only one difference.
the Civil
Well,
War was based
no,
off of two.
there's one answer. What is the
Okay, what is
difference?
it? What is
No,
it?
what is the difference between a Civil War and a revolutionary war.
I
What's
don't know.
the
What is it?
difference?
What is
No, the winner.
it?
I'm dead serious. I'm not trying to be funny. Because when we left Britain, we separated from Britain and we won. Therefore, it was a revolution. It was a revolutionary war.
Right.
If we were to lose, it would have been a civil war because we would have went back. So us as Americans, when we had a civil war, if the South would have won, it would have been a Revolutionary War II. Instead of World War II, it would have been Revolutionary War II because they would have won. Shit would have changed. Things would have been different. But the fact that the North won and laws stayed the same and everything, you know what I mean? It was a
Yeah.
we decided to stay as a country. We didn't separate. It was a civil war. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I get it. I'll do some more research. I'll get you the right answer.
I just gave you the right answer.
God damn it. But anyway, going back to Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
It's
they could have
amazing, by
left.
the way.
They could have left that part out.
What part? The Civil War part?
No, the
Oh,
Confederate flag.
I know I'm fucking with you. I don't know.
What was
You
the
can't
point
go
of
to
that?
Texas without seeing it. I live in
You know?
Rockford, Illinois, and I see rebel flags, dude. Most of them are Pantera fans, but
People.
what are you gonna do?
People have their own shit on it, I guess. I don't know. I'll keep my opinions to myself. People might think I'm some fucking racist.
No. I'm trying to catch up on comments. What are you talking about?
I was looking at Mark Burnham.
They're
Let's
asking
see.
if Dante inherited the town. I think they bought it, right? Weren't they like famous YouTubers or something? And him and the girl
Like
Millie or
chefs or
Miley.
something, like cooks or some shit.
Yeah, and they put I think they bought the town or something, and then they put it up for auction, right? Because they were like
Yeah.
selling,
That's what I got out of it.
they were selling properties. Like, oh, we could put a comic book store up there. I think that's how it went.
Yeah, I'm not
Corey
too
says-
familiar with Mark Burnham.
Corey Kaufman said it's not the same argument. Guess what? Bloodlines and Roseblood aren't the same movie, motherfucker.
No, I think he was talking about Nazi and Confederacy.
I know exactly what he was talking about, and so do I.
I knew exactly what he was talking about.
Eric Smith. I feel it was just to show how these guys were sensitive. I totally agree. I think they were just kind of shitting on the millennial aspect of it is all. Because like the majority of the people that want to watch this movie, I want to say are like old school, but it's really not like that anymore. Like when Toy Story 4 came out, I took my kids to see it as a 30-year-old man, genuinely wanting to see the new Toy Story movie. But I took my kids to see Toy Story because it's like, dude, you got to see the movie that I liked. People our age, like we weren't even born yet when fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out. So I think it's just a way for them to try to connect to the horror community, trying to put us all in this one box. But like, I think the majority of the horror fans these days are like kind of liberal and they're kind of fucking
No, absolutely
pussyfied and offended by things. And I think that's just the way for them to shit on everybody. I don't know. What do I fucking know? I don't know shit, dude. I really don't. I just like horror movies.
Eric was right though. I mean, I get to thinking about it. It does flags, guns, cancel culture, people fucking putting their phones up and shit. Like,
yeah,
it did paint the picture a lot of what society is being corrupted with. So
totally, it gets people talking.
Idea.
Yeah, it gets people talking, and if the gore doesn't offend you, the fucking flag will. And how, like, it's just, I mean, like they're trying to make a statement here. Like, we can cut off teenagers' heads, and that doesn't piss you off. But when we talk about, rebel flags, now you're mad. Like, I think that's the statement that they're trying to make, kind of like subconsciously. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. I think it was more or less just painting a picture of today's times. You go back to 1974, whole different time. Like
right.
If they're picking off from 1974, look at everything in 74, and then they're looking at 2022 now. The changes, '74,
Absolutely.
the Confederate flag wasn't deemed this some racial crap. People didn't have phones in '74 to do this. People loved guns more, it seemed, and it was Texas. People still love guns in Texas. So these little hippie hipster kids coming into a big southern state like that and inheriting a fucking town. I mean,
I think
I
they
made
bought it. I think they bought it, but
yeah. I
I'm
didn't
not
really
sure.
catch much on that. I'm sure if I go back and rewatch it
The
again, maybe
vibe I
it'll.
got is they were like famous YouTubers or something, like chefs or something, and they wanted to start. I don't know. I don't know. I have to
Yeah,
watch it again, man.
yeah. I'll watch it. I've only watched it
If
once.
someone
Some
if
of the,
someone watching, please explain the plot because
yeah, because
obviously we didn't
I'll
get the
rewatch it
murder.
just to get more because it takes me 2 or 3 times to watch a fucking movie to catch shit. So I'll
Right,
go back and
especially
watch it again and fucking see shit that I forgot or didn't
right.
catch. Let's see, Corey. The live stream comments on the guy's phone when he was getting cut, and see, Corey. I'll have to go back and see it because I wasn't paying attention to it. I saw this phone with all the comments, but that's the little shit that I was like, I just want to see people die.
Well, they were like, is this real? Is this real? Like they were
Oh,
showing.
is that what it was saying?
Yeah, because it would show the
I
guy
didn't
with his
catch it.
fucking phone. There's people in the foreground getting chopped the fuck up, and then there's a guy in the background, and
Yeah.
then you could
What
see
was
the
it? An
comments on
Asian
their
guy?
Instagram or whatever. It,
It was
like it
was it
was one of the dudes,
wasn't
but
he Asian? He was at the front, and he was
you're
like,
gonna get
and it was
canceled,
like,
bro. Do something, you'll get canceled, bro. Yeah,
you
that
know,
fucking guy.
yeah,
But yeah, it was like, is this real? Oh, fake, fake, fake. A bunch of comments and shit. But I
yeah.
love it when the black girl hopped out and it's like you knew she wasn't gonna fucking make it regardless because he was right there.
Oh yeah,
And he just sawed her in half and the
that was
fucking
great.
top
The
of her
kills,
body just fell.
the kills in the FX, like everything in it was amazing.
I hate that people are shitting on the fact that Leatherface lifted up Sally Hardesty and impaled her with a chainsaw. And they're showing memes of Michael Myers doing that to a
Hmm.
firefighter. Pumpkinhead did that first. I don't know if you've ever seen fucking Pumpkinhead,
Yeah, I've
but
seen it.
Pumpkinhead impaled somebody first and lifted him up in the air. And if you're not familiar with real horror in real life, Vlad Tepes, Vladimir, Vlad the fucking Impaler from fucking Transylvania, he impaled people way before fucking movies were ever made.
Yeah,
So quit fucking saying that shit is adopted. Like, oh, let me copy your homework. No,
I
fuck you
mean,
and your stupid fake ass
tech
clever meme.
technically, Cannibal Holocaust impaled people, and they went to court about it.
No, for sure. But Vlad Tepes did it before all these fucking assholes.
Yeah.
You know, the Count,
No, I
the
get it.
guy who fucking Bram Stoker wrote his fucking novel on. You know, he
No,
based it on
I know what
Vlad
you're saying.
Tepes. But it was like, oh, they copied it. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, have you ever watched TV? All they do is copy each other.
Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed the movie. I think it was good.
I thought it
Story
was
was a little
amazing.
meh. Killings was amazing. I love the bus scene. I
I thought it was
loved
cool.
Leatherface's face.
His
I
look was
liked it.
great.
I liked it because it
It
wasn't
was
the
cool.
normal sewn up, old dried out skin. I enjoyed the mask, I guess you could say.
I thought it
Uh,
was cool.
yeah, I
This
thought
guy
it was great.
Bloodsport1 says the remake was a direct spit in the original Hooper's face. I don't know, man. It's like me as a horror fan, like I want to see these movies. Like when people cry about remakes, it doesn't hurt my fucking feelings. What hurts my feelings or pisses me off or irritates me is when people say you're shitting on the original. No, you're not. The original is still there for you to watch. You can go back and watch Toby Hooper's fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre anytime you want and enjoy it just the same
Yeah.
as the first time you've seen it. A new movie coming out 20 years later, 50 years later doesn't shit on the original. The original is still there.
Yeah.
You can watch whatever the fuck movie you want. Just
I
they can
think
make 90 of them. I'm a fucking Scream fan. You could come out with a Scream every fucking October. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm gonna watch them all. You know what I'm not gonna do is cry about it.
I'll stay true
Not
to
being a
my
beanie, by the way.
one of my favorite horror movies ever. Stayed away from all that. It had a sequel, and they did a fucking phenomenal
Shining.
job on this. Fuck yeah, man!
Yeah, for sure. I get it.
And it was a Stanley Kubrick movie too. There's no fucking
No, I
going
get
behind
that.
that
But
dude.
like what they did is they took The Shining and they did, Stephen King wrote a sequel to The Shining, and then someone took that book and made a fucking movie about it. Like that makes sense. That's a real sequel. But horror movie, in the Hollywood, they're like, oh, what's the money maker? Who's the guy in a mask that fucking kills people? Let's take that person and fucking twist it, spin it,
Yeah.
shove it in everyone's asses.
I mean, I don't know. That's just the way times are today. People ponder on the classics and feel like they can make something from it, and they go and do it. I mean, could you imagine them remaking the Texas Chainsaw Massacre to the T of what Hooper did?
We've
Like
already
to
seen that.
the
Yeah,
T.
why?
And like, I would rather see a little something different. You know,
Absolutely. Like,
um,
I've been in I don't know how often you hang out in comic book stores, but, like, when you see, like, Kevin Smith films, when they show dudes in comic book stores and they're having arguments about, like, whose dick is bigger, the Hulks or the Things, like,
yeah,
those are real conversations that happen in comic book stores. And I remember being in a comic book store and they're talking about Peter Parker's Aunt May. And they're all pissed off that she's hot now. And it's like for 60 fucking years we saw an old gray Aunt May. We've seen that. What's wrong with having a hot Aunt May? Fuck off, Why
yeah,
can't we have a hot Aunt May now? Switch it up. Just like the Joker. The Joker's been around since the fucking 50s. Everybody gets pissed off when Jared Leto played him. It's with tattoos and a alligator skin fucking trench coat. It's like, dude, do you want to see the same old fucking thing over and over again? Like, fuck it, spice it
yeah.
up. Put it
I
out.
get it.
I'll watch it. I don't fucking give a fuck.
I
It's
I
not
I
gonna
get.
ruin my day. I'm
I
not
was
gonna
just
fucking hang myself over it.
I was just happy to see fucking Leatherface.
That's what I'm saying.
Even Jason, like, people shit on how many Jason movies, and then we got the fan films. Like, I talk shit when it comes to Friday the 13th movies, but if they produced another fucking Friday the 13th movie, I'd be like, as long as it's fucking Jason killing people.
Bring it on. Dude,
Yeah.
Ben fucking Grimm had a great example. Toby Cooper couldn't even make a sequel as good as the original. Come the fuck on. Like, seriously, he's right.
Yeah.
He's 100% right. Because fucking that's what's burned in everybody's brain. Your expectations are so fucking high, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I
what
didn't
was
like
it like when you fucked your second girl you ever had sex with? You lost your virginity to the first girl. You lasted 45 fucking seconds. We all know that's true. Probably the hottest girl you had all summer. The second girl you banged, what'd you last? 90 seconds? Are you going to compare it to the rest of your life? No, eventually you got married. You had a bunch of kids. And now your life is amazing. Stop comparing your pussy to the original.
So you're saying nothing will be like the original, huh?
No, I'm saying there's plenty more out there.
No, I'm talking about pussy.
No, fuck them all. Watch them all. Enjoy it for 90 seconds or 90 minutes with an open mind. Just watch and enjoy.
Open
Whether
mind,
it's a
open
lady
legs.
or exactly. Whether it's a lady or a movie, just fucking enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, you know what? Fucking never mind. Fuck it.
I tell you, out of 1 out of 10 on this new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, I give it a
I hate when
6.
people do this.
I give it a 6.
I hate when people do this. A
I
6
give
out
it
of
a
what?
6. 10.
I hate when people do that.
Why?
Like
IMDb
give
does
it a
it.
something.
Rotten Tomatoes does it.
Yeah, but they get paid for it. We're just two jerk offs on, you know what I mean? Like
I
if they
get
want
paid to do this.
if they want, no, for sure. Like if you want to hop on the Patreon, please do. But we don't get paid as much as they do is all. But yeah, you think 6 out of 10, huh? I'm gonna say
Yeah.
8. Fuck it. I'm
8.
going 8.
I could see.
I hate when people do the
saying 8.
blank out of 10. I hate that shit.
Well, I'm bringing it in. So
I'll do
6
8 out of 10. If they kept Sally out of it, I probably would have done 10 out of 10.
I
love
think if they would have kept her out of it and maybe changed the whole town thing, buying the town thing.
I liked it. It was a secluded town. How else are you gonna kill a bunch of liberals without being in a, you know what I mean? They slap them
Yeah.
on a bus, put them on a bus. Let's kill them all. Otherwise, they're gonna fucking run around. Leatherface is 75 years old. He's not gonna hunt fucking 80 goddamn kids around. Let's put them all on a bus and kill them all in one big swoop. That scene lasted a good, what, 7 minutes?
Yeah, it was a
It
good
wa
scene.
What are you gonna do? You know, it's not Haddonfield. It's not Crystal Lake.
It's a bus.
Yeah, you fucking
Whose idea was that? I knew it was trouble whenever they took him to the hospital. Was
You
taking
know
the
what
old
it
lady to the
reminded me of?
hospital. What?
Jeepers Creepers 2. Jeepers Creepers 2.
Yeah. You're right. It did.
Way
It did.
less brutal, way less brutal, but
Yeah.
still.
I don't know. That's my take on this movie.
Yeah, we're almost at
I
an hour.
I
Fucking
liked it.
impromptu podcast. Wow,
I
fuck
think
me.
I think it was good. It lacked in certain areas, but I'm not gonna shit on that whole movie.
Mm.
I'd say it was all right.
It was I loved it, and I hope they make another one.
Well, I do too. They definitely paved the way to another one. You know, he walking back to the old farmhouse.
If they weren't driving an e-car, I get it. That was super shot at just the new technology, the liberal thing, the millennial thing. But it's funny because that's how the girl can be like, "No."
That's so great. He puts it on autopilot.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
it's
we don't
funny.
even have those. Those are not even real. I
Well,
don't
Tesla. I
think.
think Tesla does that shit.
Yeah, they
No,
might. And
there's some other
well, if they could
companies
afford to
too.
buy a town in Texas, they can afford a
Yeah,
fucking
I mean,
Tesla. So it
or
makes
whatever.
sense.
No, Tesla. There's another vehicle that does it, Hyundai or some shit. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
But
know. I don't buy those kind of vehicles because I can't fucking afford them. And
what's
even
weird
if
is
I
like
did,
the I don't know. Again, the whole character development. Everyone's like, "Oh, there was zero character development." The fuck if there wasn't. Like you rooted for people to die, and those two sisters, like you rooted for them. I thought, like at the end, you're like, "Oh wow, they
yeah.
got away. That's
Then
awesome." Bam, windshield breaks, comes out. He killed the one that I wanted to see live. Like the other one, I didn't care about because for that one, I didn't think there was much character development. They didn't give much
yeah.
backstory on her. You
Ben,
saw
ben
more
said he gave
screen
it.
time of the curly hair girl.
Ben said he gave it a 7 out of 10. I like the
7 out of
town
10.
story, but I felt the Sally stuff was wasted. Absolutely, it
Yeah.
was. Maybe that's what's drawing me towards it. Like, the fucking Sally shit. They could have done something a little bit
It was just
different with the character.
it was
Like
disrespectful. They
if
should have
they
left
brought her
her out.
back in, like you could have made her like someone in a nursing home telling a story or something of that nature.
At least a
Not,
goddamn just a
you know,
all right. The
I
original
don't know.
Sally Hardesty actor is dead.
Yes.
So just show a fucking all you gotta do, show a fucking picture on a wall of a newspaper article, be like Survivor, Sally Hardesty. You don't even gotta go in depth of the interview or nothing. Just show a newspaper article. Oh, we get it. You're paying homage to Sally Hardesty. She doesn't need screen time. The fucking actress is dead. She don't need screen time.
Yeah.
And then they brought her back and killed her? Fuck off. That shit was kinda whack.
Now that someone made the Sarah Connor comment, now that I'm thinking about it, she did come in there like Sarah Connor, didn't she? Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
But
she totally did.
I don't know. I'm gonna
Well,
rewatch this movie again. I only watched it once. I'm pretty sure there's shit in there that you and I have learned that we suck at watching movies when there's like hidden shit. We learned that with the Peter Anthony thing.
the Easter eggs.
The Easter eggs, yeah. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna look for the Easter eggs because I know they're fucking in there. Like, come
Oh,
on.
I'm sure there
I'm
is
pretty
at
sure
least some.
Ghostbusters, the new one, had a shit ton of Easter eggs.
Absolutely.
Fuck. But I don't know. We're sitting at an hour, man. I figured we'd just get on here, kind of do a little review, see some
Yeah,
feedback.
wow,
from
that
some
went
of
an
the-
hour. I thought we were gonna do like
Yeah,
15
we've got a
minutes.
lot
That
of
was great. That was a lot of fun.
feedback. A lot of good
Yeah, for
feedback
sure.
from all the comments. Really appreciate it, guys.
100%. Please
Again,
stop.
Darren.
Please start doing that. Fucking hop in
Yeah,
and
pumping them
watch.
up. Darren and I are not experts at all at horror, so don't get it twisted. So if we say something fucked up that's not right, fucking quick to correct us, because we're not fucking experts. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a goddamn expert, even though I have a fucking 6-foot pinhead, and you go telling me something from the first pinhead, I'll probably be like, oh, okay, yeah, and I won't fucking remember that shit.
Absolutely. Please feel free to chime in and correct us. We love that shit.
Yeah. I love the feedback. You're not gonna piss me off,
Right.
you know?
So fucking man, please hop on our Patreon. It's only $5 a month, dude. We got shirts for you guys. We got fucking
Prince.
all kinds of radical shit. We got dirt from grave sites of serial killers, of dirt from haunted locations. We got tons of rad shit to send to you, but you just got to sign up on the Patreon. It's only $5 a month, dude.
Yeah, Ryan. I gotta send Ryan's Myers fucking bust. Is Ryan still watching?
I don't
I don't know
know.
if he's still watching. But
Big
anyway,
fat shout out. Go ahead.
I did a bust for Ryan. He's a big supporter. We got Benny.
You got those
He's a
things close to you just so the people can see?
yeah. Let me see if I got.
Yeah,
it.
show them. These are the kind of things that you get if you sign up for our Patreon. Audie HF Slasher 1212 is asking for a link.
I mean, it's
Um,
it's no Leatherface, but it's something I printed. It's just something that shows, hey, we appreciate you supporting us. I gotta get this out to Ryan. He's a big supporter of the
yes,
channel. But you'll get stuff like this. We do it just basically to give back to the supporters.
yeah. None of
On
the
our
money we don't
Patreon,
put
we've
in our
got
wallets. It goes back to you guys by
absolutely
providing
uh,
merch and extra content and guests too. Guests aren't
oh, the
free.
guess
So
is the big thing. And we even started doing some of these. I put our shit on a cup, so this could be showing up at your door. It's metal. I don't know, just shit like that. We're just wanting to build a brand for people and get it out there. I know it's hard because everybody wants to do it. Everybody wants to make a fucking dollar and shit. I just want to make money to support the fans itself with the content and the name that we're trying to put out there.
yeah, even the thing that we're using right now costs $50 a month.
Yeah, this
So that's
program
not
for me to do all this shit,
right.
but it's worth it because the quality of our
100%.
videos. Look at the quality of this.
Right.
You know, I don't know.
We $5 a month we ask, and it'd be amazing. We'd truly appreciate it. And like I said, you're gonna get it all back in merchandise and stuff. We don't charge for t-shirts, we don't charge for 3D printings, we don't charge for our mystery boxes that we have coming out. That's all gonna come to you if you just sign up for $5 a month. It's gonna be
Yeah,
fucking sweet.
it's definitely. I'm working it now with the Patreon stuff. Ryan has been very patient with me. Uh, I want to get it. There's a couple of tiers. I know one of the tiers is if you've stayed a supporter at least 90 days, then you'll start getting like the bigger items and stuff. Because
Right.
obviously, you pay me $5, I can't send you a $30 shirt.
Exactly. Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
I mean, you gotta stick around for a
Yeah,
couple months.
yeah. So it's a tier thing.
Right.
We're just still trying to work it out. More or less, it's paying for the guests and these programs that we use, and I want it to be something more or less just a brand our name and fucking get our shit out there. See,
Yep. So
Benny won this episode 5.
yeah, he was our first ever supporter. It's
Yeah,
like, fuck, look what he fucking won already. That's
a
fucking
Jim
amazing.
Morrison bust. I printed and painted this bad boy. I got a little thing. Thank you. Don't blame us. That's fucking cool. Just shit like that, man. I
Yeah.
don't know.
So, extra big shout out to Ben, Ryan, Brent, Chandra, and the other 2 randoms that won't fucking tell us our name because they're shy or whatever reason why they don't do that. But thank you to all of our Patreons and our producers and our supporters.
Let's see.
JSA
I've got
Prince.
JSA prints and stuff. I'm willing to donate for you guys. Just shout. That's awesome. Eh, If you have stuff you want to donate, we'll do giveaways on.
Message
Slasher.
Audie Marsh. Don't message me. Message Audie. He's the one who handles all that shit.
That'll be great, and we'll give you a shout out. You know, what the supporters, the Patreon supporters, we call them producers. So they're part of it too. Behind the scenes stuff. It's Darren and I talking shit. That's a little different than what you'll see live. There's other like hidden. I'm trying to edit a bloopers thing. Eventually, it's going to be on the Patreon.
It's really
I've
funny.
watched it about 20 times already. Fucking hilarious. But I have to edit certain things just for the simple fact that we are living in a world where people get offended over stuff that we probably
Right.
said when we were 6 and 7 years old.
A lot of extra content, a lot of extra jokes, a lot of
Yeah.
behind the scenes things, a lot of things to win, a lot of reviews and interviews and just magic tricks. I do magic tricks. It's crazy. It's awesome.
I got a new guy coming on. He's going to be on the Patreon. You'll only see him through the Patreon. And that's in the works. It's going to be fucking funny.
Oh man, I can't wait. This guy is hilarious. I
Yeah.
can't wait for you to meet him. But it's only for Patreon subscribers, man.
He's old and fucking disgruntled.
He has seen some real shit. He's been in how many fucking wars? Oh my god.
It was Vietnam. He was Vietnam veteran. I think he deployed twice to Nam. That'll just tell you how old this guy is. It's gonna come
He's
on.
fucked porn stars. He's been in the ring with Muhammad Ali. He wrestled Hulk Hogan one time. It's absurd. I'm pretty sure the guy fucked an alligator.
Oh yeah.
You know how most hippies like tie themselves to trees? He tied himself to a fucking polar bear. It was absurd.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, he's like, save the rainforest. It's like, dude, you're in fucking the North Pole tied to a polar bear. What are you talking about? The guy is fucking insane.
It's gonna be great. I'm still working through the Patreon. I'm still uploading content as we go. So for those who want to sign up, you will get stuff like prints and merch and shit. Just bear with us if you do sign up. I'm working through it. Ryan's been really patient with it. So
sign up for 1 month. 1 month.
all I
and
have.
we'll have all your shit to you in 1 month, 2 months at the most. Sign up now, $5 a month. At the end of the day, it's only going to cost you fucking $10 and you'll be signed up for 2 months. Give us 2 months to get all of our shit together. Sign up right fucking now. Don't fucking wait. Because then we're going to have your money in and then bam, there we go. That pays for the shipping. Boom. There goes your shit. Don't wait. Sign up right fucking now.
Yeah.
Why wait around?
I priced shirts. Let's see. Was it Saturday? And oh my God.
It's insane.
Fuck. I got the print. I got the artwork paid for.
Yeah.
The artwork was this. That costed me money to do. Look at that. He did a really good job. Max Cave. Shout out to Max Cave. But anyway, I'll get off that shit. That's all I have. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really enjoyed all these comments. This was really great.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you for tuning in and commenting.
Unannounced, and I think this is the way we should probably do it, Darren. Is
start doing it from now on. Let's go. Random.
Go fucking live and be like,
yo, gotta get the fuck out of here, though. I'm leaving. I'm peacing out.
All right, man.
I love you, Audie Marsh. Thanks for everybody watching and everything, but I got to get the fuck out of here. I'm going to exit. If you want to stay on, you go ahead.
No, I'm out, man.
All right. Peace out.
All right, see you.
Thank you for tuning in to our little Passion Project podcast. Remember, we go live every single Friday night, same damn time, same damn channel. So if you miss it, don't blame us.